Yo, what's going on, y'all? Master Teacher Retraction, back with another video. I want to talk about boosting semen retention um as far as your pheromone production. So, you're getting some benefit out of whatever amount of, retaining you're doing. So you fully understand how the body works when you're retaining, okay? Or just in general. Uh, where we at? Where we at? I also got some shirts for you guys. Like, if any of y'all new, got some shirts for you guys. That's just one of them. I got my other designs coming. I'm gonna be wearing them in the videos and everything. But let's go ahead and get into it, man. If you're also new, make sure you check out the other videos on our channel. Okay, I got a whole bunch of, cause I see the analytics for the new people coming in. Shout out to the new people subscribing, watching all the videos too. um I see a lot of you guys are on the younger side, and I actually like that because I have been struggling to try to make videos that attract a younger audience, because those are the people that need the help the most, because y'all being manipulated by these dating coaches. Throughout the videos on this channel, I've talked about how I use their dating advice and how that, basically made me sink, pretty much under into a depression. Okay, so um, yeah, go ahead and check that out. All right, let's get into it. So pheromones, you got to understand that people don't want you to know about pheromones. Um, for some odd reason, a lot of people say they're not real. The stuff they sell in a bottle is not real. Okay, a whole bunch of those pheromones they sell in a bottle and try to market to you and say, oh, this will 10 times your amount of women that'll come at you, and no, forget all that. When you look at the ingredients on the pheromone products, they get it from other animals. They'll go get pheromones from a gorilla or an elephant, because y'all know elephants during their mating season, their ears behind their ears, they start emitting their musk. That's what they call it. It's musk. That's why a lot of perfumes and colognes for men, specifically colognes, they always call it musk. Okay, because basically that's what it is. That's why you also have a musk ox. Um, they have, they emit a lot of pheromones. Okay, some people say it's stinking all that, but hey, man, don't tell that to that male musk ox or that male elephant, because they the ones that's emitting all that testosterone and all them things that's turning them women on. All they got in their way is, the other males that had them pheromones too. So that's why they be battling each other for rights to the females. Okay, but just know that's what puts a female into heat. Okay, that's what puts a female into heat. All right, and a lot of men think pheromones ain't real because their diet is messed up. All right, so um, I actually got done. Here, let me grab this for you guys because I want to talk about that, and then some other things that you guys can include in your diet, and then also um certain lifestyle habits. So first thing is gonna be sleep. All right, you need to make sure you're sleeping enough. All right, it's a whole bunch of videos out here, people talking about grinding, success, and all that. All that is cool, but you gotta remember, we live in this third dimensional plane. All right, where our body, where our soul and our spirit is using this third dimensional body. Okay, so we have to take care of it like a car. The mind is all, often ahead of the body. Okay, I could, like for me, with instance, I could say, man, I wanna shoot 60 videos all today, forget all everything else, team no sleep, all that. Okay, if I can, my body gonna be looking at my mind like, okay, you can do that for, probably 2, 3 days, but your ass gonna be having some damn red eyes. You're gonna be lip dicking out here. If any women try to come at you, you ain't gonna be able to get a popper with them. You're gonna lose all your damn muscle. All right, your appetite gonna start decreasing. All right, all these bad things is gonna start happening. Okay, your vision getting blurry and all this. This is happening because you're not getting no sleep. Okay, I understand. You know the your goals and everything that you want to building your kingdom and everything. That that requires massive effort. Okay, but you gotta understand you can't burn your body down into the ground doing it. Okay, so sleep is important. Sleep is also at night. That's when all of your semen production, your testosterone, that's when it's at its highest. Okay, that's when it's being produced in the testicles. Okay, so you want to make sure you maximizing on that time period. All right, so we got sleep out the way. um Diet. Okay, the first thing about diet is you need to start throwing out all that processed food. Okay, I don't care how long you've been doing semen retention. You've been doing it 19 years. Like my longest streak is 19 years. Okay, um it would have been a better streak if I would have known more about nutrition, diet, and all those things. Okay, because if you're eating things like cereal, if you're eating things, what else? Oatmeal, from the regular grocery store, not like the organic oatmeal and stuff like that. But Quaker, quick oats. If you're eating stuff like that, ho hos, Twinkies, um, frozen prepared foods like Marie Callender's, frozen pizza, um, what else? A lot of McDonald's, Burger King. You live at Pizza Hut. Out here in Chicago, the main thing is Baba's cheesesteaks. Okay, that's why it's a whole bunch of big girls out here, man. These big girls be going crazy out here. See, the things that kill people out here in Chicago ain't the guns. It's the damn food. Okay, because even out here in these wealthy neighborhoods that I'm in right now, it's still fat people out here, man. It's still fat people. Why is that? Because Chicago is known for its damn deep dish pizza and its Baba's cheesesteaks. They're hot dogs, and these are fluent people out here. They like eating out at like steakhouses, but you know what I'm saying, that'll burn a hole in your wallet if you're doing it like that. Um, but we're gonna get into steak because steak is a very good food, probably one of the best things you can eat. But you gotta cut out the foods that's damaging your production of pheromones and testosterone and imbalancing your hormones. Eating all that processed food is going to increase your estrogen. Okay, because a lot of those foods have soy and a whole bunch of things that you can't even read off, and you don't need none of that up in your diet, especially as a man. Another thing when it comes to your diet is drinking tap water. You need to leave that tap water alone. I will tell you guys too. I'm blue in the face. Get some spring water. You can get the spring water from Walmart, Jules Oscos, or that they come out with this mineral water from Italy. That's another good one. And then I just picked this up because I haven't been able to go to Walmart, but this is better than that. This is purified water. It's not the best, you know what I'm saying, but it's better than drinking that damn tap water. And they have sites, okay, where you can go look up, put in your zip code for your local area for your tap water. You could look up the things specifically that they're putting in there, and they say, okay, this has a warning. This is bad for your health, because tap water is really supposed to be used for washing your clothes, like out down there in Missouri. Okay, Missouri has a lot of bad hard water. That's what they call it, hard water. Hard water is water that has a whole bunch of inorganic minerals. Okay, stuff that your body cannot utilize or utilize a small amount of. right? And when you overdoing it with tap water, they also pour down a whole bunch of people pour down their medications down the tap water. And what they do with the tap water is all they do is recycle it. And then they put they put this chemical into the water that makes it clear. So it's looking dingy, but they put this chemical in, it makes it look like clear water. Okay? There's videos on YouTube if you don't believe me. And you can go Google it. Okay? It's crazy. So after I saw that video, I'm like, nah, I ain't messing with it. And that's why you got so many people out here, men wanting to be women, and then women wanting to be men. Okay, you got people switching out their genders. Dwayne Wade's son out here looking crazy. Dwayne Wade looking crazy because they can hit anybody with the tap water. Okay, you don't need that in your system, especially if you got the mindset to notice that retaining your semen and putting the hold off on going after and chasing after women. That means you have some type of smarts to you. Okay, you starting to pick up. You're very observant like me. Okay, and you pick up on things, and you're able to see straight through a lot of bullshit that's happening out here. Okay, so that's one thing. So water is very important because we need water. You just need to make sure you're getting your source of water um, that isn't gonna mess up your hormones, your production of pheromones, and things like that. Um, and then the other thing, when it comes to diet, now that you cut out the processed foods, you're gonna notice that a lot of inflammation goes down. You have more energy, okay? Because when you eat in a processed food that's causing inflammatory processes in your body, the body starts to cut off things that's connected to your reproductive system. Okay, so um, now that we know that, we need to put foods into our diet that's gonna build us up. All right. So I was like, man, what's the best diet? Like, what's the best foods that's gonna build us up? So I don't look that information up on Google because Google can promote any type of you know agenda that they want. If you go on Google, they probably tell your ass a vegan diet that's gonna boost your health. When in actuality, I've tried it myself. That is not, and I've seen other people try it for years and they failed on the diet. So I know damn sure that that's not the way. All right, so I said, let me go ahead and look at people that have untapped agendas in their cultures and societies. So I started looking at societies, indigenous cultures like the Maasai. Okay, the Maasai is an African indigenous group of people. Okay, they're one of the tallest people in the world. All right, the average height for them is 6'3". All right, in order to get 6'3" as an average for your culture and your group of people, your diet has to be on point. Okay, now I have a screenshot on my Facebook that you guys can look at of the Maasai too. Speaking about the facts, and what they eat is animal products. Okay, mainly meat. Now the Maasai eat their meat raw and cooked. Okay, but the main byproduct is they eat a lot of animal-based foods. So I started implementing that into my diet, and that's when I started getting a lot of benefits. Okay, it started boosting all types of hormones in my body. When I go to the gym now, my body actually responds to the working out, stimulate the muscle, and then during the resting phase, which is on the rest days, the muscles start to grow. That's because the hormones is together. The testosterone, the estrogen is down instead of the estrogen blocking the testosterone. Okay, so foods, steaks. Okay, you got lean ground beefs. But I'll be telling you guys 93.7. If you don't do ground beef, do 93.7 or leaner. Okay, there's plenty of fat in that lean ground beef. Um, and then you got steaks. You got ribeyes. You got a cheaper version of the ribeye, which is the chuck steak. Whenever you're getting a tougher piece of meat that isn't a ribeye, or what they call it, New York strip, or down in Missouri, they got Kentucky steaks. Okay, so when you're getting something that's tough on the tougher side, you go ahead and get you a meat mallet. You want to tenderize it, okay? Because the meat around, and then Messiah was saying this too. They give the meat around the ribs to the chief, okay? Because that's the most prized, sought after piece of the meat, outside of the beef tenderloin, because those hold a lot of nutrients and it's soft and it's easy to chew, okay? Um, So if you get something like a chuck steak, which is probably most of the time, even down in Missouri, up here in Chicago, it's only about $5 a pound. Okay, has plenty of protein. Protein builds up your bones. Yes, your bones, your teeth. A reason why a lot of people have cavities is because their proteins is low. They eat at McDonald's. They eat a whole bunch of breads. They eat a whole bunch of GMO grains. Okay, that's messing with their body. That's messing up with their absorption of the protein or the low protein that they already have in their diet. Okay, so when you got a tough piece of meat, you gotta beat it. You gotta beat it. That brings out the juices, makes it a whole lot tender. That way your body can digest it a lot easier. Another person I learned about, what builds the body up and everything when it comes to hormones, pheromones, and things of this nature, was Leroy Colbert, silver era bodybuilder, and they didn't have a whole bunch of things, but they was very in tune with their body, and they always used to, he's the first person to build 21-inch arms. Okay, so I'm wanting to know, like, how he know to do that, and how he do that all the way back then when there wasn't no information about none of these things like semen retention, none of these things like building the body, nutrition, all these things. And they say that they used to feel the strongest, recover the fastest using beef. They used to eat a lot of skirt steaks. This man used to eat 2 pounds of steaks. They used to go to uh, um like a cheap little steak place. They was able to get like a steak for he was saying like $1 or $2. You know what I'm saying? He said that made him feel so energetic, made his body feel real good, was able to recover and all those things. Okay, and when you can get your body to do that, you got your energy levels is up in your body. That means that you're doing something right, and that comes from the nutrition. Okay, when you're doing things like that, that'll provide your body the things it needs and the building blocks to produce semen, and to produce hormones and your pheromones. Okay, this is how animals out in the animal kingdom, like gorillas, lions, elephants, muskox, buffaloes. This is how the males produce all of these pheromones. Okay, they're eating their natural diet that their body is able to utilize of. Okay, um, I hope that makes sense. I hope I was able to break it down enough. But basically, pheromones is connected to your reproductive system. If you're not getting and putting in foods that um, build up the energy in your body, and along with that, getting rid of the foods that bring down the energy in the body, that create inflammation in the body and things like that, um, when you start doing those two things, that's what builds the reproductive system back up. Okay, the body start to turn that on. All right. Whenever you're doing things backwards that goes against the body, it starts to turn off the reproductive system. And pheromones can only be created when the body turns on the reproductive system. Okay. That's why when you got dogs, okay, dogs are a perfect example. Dogs don't have porn to look at. Okay. Um, wolves, they don't have porn to look at. But when that mating season comes through and it comes around, what they eating. They eating a natural diet. They eating what they be reindeer, sometimes deer, um, rabbit, and things of that nature. So that builds, their body. Okay. Um, so you don't need to buy none of these fake colognes, these fake pheromone cologne type things, and don't get, you know, just don't get taken advantage of with that. Okay. Everything you need to attract women, to have the energy to go after the things that you want to build in your life, to build your kingdom, is already inside of you. You just have to bring it outside of your body. You got to bring it out of your body. Okay, and one of the best ways to do that is to increase the recovery of the body. Okay, because we use our body all the time. Okay, we use it working out, um, going to work. Like, we put out a lot of energy. Okay, well, the one thing you got to understand about energy is that it's not created, or it's not destroyed, neither is it created. So the energy is already around us. All we have to do is put it in, and then it comes out as, urine, pee, or, if you releasing, it comes out as semen and sperm. Okay, but you never lose energy because you're able to put it right back in, and the body will make more of it, and more of it efficiently than before. Okay, so semen retention is just like working out. Okay, it's just about increasing the efficiency and how much the body can hold. That way you can get more benefits of holding more semen within your testicles. Okay, just like working out. You're building the muscle so you can get more muscle to be able to exert more, and do all the wonderful things that muscle does for the body. All right, you guys. So I hope that broke it down a lot. So again, go ahead, check out the other videos on the channel if you're new. We got the shirts and everything. Y'all can check the community tab too for the merchandise. Oh shit, how'd I forget about this? So this is another, unprocessed food. I made a video about this too. Whenever you need a carb source that's unprocessed, um, you got something like this, man. Maple syrup, and it's 100% pure. Okay, so they're not messing with it. When you look at the ingredients on this, it says ingredients, pure maple syrup. It ain't got 10 other ingredients. Like when you get that pancake syrup, that got high fructose corn syrup, red 40, brown 30, and all this other things you can't pronounce. All right. So, that's a good, when you, because the body runs off a small amount of carbs. The body can transition protein over to glucose, but that's what the body uses for energy, is glucose. Okay, so uh, it's very sweet. You don't need a whole lot of it, compared to eating something like a muffin or a honey bun or some bread that has a whole bunch of carbs. But let me go ahead and break that down before this would be the last point. Okay, um, the foods that they create out here that's processed is created as like with a drug effect. That's why it's hard for people to discipline themselves away from processed foods. Okay, fried chicken, uh, sandwiches, breads, cereals. They created, especially with the gluten inside of it. They actually say that gluten can cross the blood-brain barrier just like drugs, and start to go and control your dopamine centers, so you're chasing that feeling from these foods with gluten in there, just like you're chasing a certain feeling with alcohol and things of that. So at the end of the day, man, I probably need to make a whole video on that. Processed foods is demonic and it's witchcraft, and y'all need to leave them things alone as soon as possible, especially if you eat it and you feel your energy levels decrease. That means your blood sugar is going out of whack. Okay, And then what they try to tell you is carbs and sugar throws your blood sugar levels off. Not if you're doing something like this. Not if you're doing something like them fruit bowls I be showing y'all from Mariano's. Okay, and whole natural foods do not do that. It's not the sugar that does it. It's the source that you get it from. Um, and you can see that this doesn't have a whole bunch of stuff in there, just like your fruits. Okay, because it doesn't have 40 different ingredients in there that are drugs. All right, so that is a very detailed reason why a lot of dudes is having issues out here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the next video going. I'm gonna holler at y'all later, man. Love y'all, man. And let's keep doing our thing. Let's keep rocking and rolling. All right, y'all. Peace. Wait, did somebody leave a comment? Oh, okay. What's up, Zach Line? What's good, brother? I just wanted to check in. Much health, well. Yeah, to you too, man. You too. You too. All right, y'all. I'm gonna holler at y'all later.